What's going on, guys? My name is iKennyHD. Today I just want to discuss to you guys about PlayStation 5, man. I always want to discuss about the PlayStation 5 on my channel, but I never had the time. But now I'm just sitting here at 10:52 a.m. on Christmas Eve, December 23rd. And I just want to discuss to you guys about some things that we know about the PlayStation 5 and some things that we don't. Well, I'm not going to cover some things that we don't, but I'm going to be covering over the release date and the release price, because many people keep saying that the PlayStation 5 and the new Xbox One, whatever, Xbox Series X, will cost $600 or above. So I'm going to tell you guys right now that it won't. It won't. The PlayStation 5 nor the Xbox Series X will cost over $600. The reason why is because this generation consoles will cost $500. They try to do $500 before Sony with the PlayStation 3. That was going to be the original release price, but I think they took it down to 300 or 400 or 300. I'm not sure because I wasn't paying attention back then in 2006. But with the PlayStation 4, they released it at 400, and with the Xbox One, they tried to release it for 500. I think they did release it for 500. But they end up making it be cheaper. And what I believe what's going to happen with the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X is that both will release probably like around $500. And apparently, well, let me just cover this. Apparently, there's going to be multiple Xbox consoles coming out. So I think, this is what I think with the Xbox side of things. I believe that the Xbox Series X, like the normal whatever, the one that they showcase, is going to be released for 500. Then if they have a discless one, they're going to release for 400 or maybe 350. And then with like the Xbox X, like you know how they did like a big upgrade for 4K or whatever, it's going to be released like around $600 to $700. And I believe that's going to be the same case with the PlayStation 5 Pro or whatever they will call it, PlayStation 5 Pro, PlayStation Max. It don't matter. I believe they will release that for $600 and release the normal versions for $500 next year in November. And this is where I get to the release date for the PlayStation 5. Sony already officially confirmed that the PlayStation 5 release in holiday 2020, but you guys already know Sony and Microsoft always release their consoles in November. I know the PlayStation 1 didn't release in November, released in December, I'm pretty sure, but the PlayStation 5, I'm just going to give it, I can't even speak right now, man. I'm so tired. But I'm going to say that the PlayStation 5 will release on November 13th, 2020 or November 20th, 2020. Because both of those days are on a Friday, and every game console and every game comes out on a Friday now. They switched that since like PlayStation 4 days, last generation, whenever. If you guys are watching this in the future where the PlayStation 4, I can't even speak. When the PlayStation 5 is already released, comment down below. Like, it's legit crazy how I'm recording this on December 23rd, 2019. And this time next year, we will have both consoles. And everyone will already have, like, whoever get the console is going to have experienced the console and how it plays, how it feel, and the games that will be on it. I'm just hoping that, Future Kenny, I'm hoping right now, myself, I'm hoping that the PlayStation 5 will be backwards compatible with at least the PlayStation 4, PS2, and PS1. And PlayStation 3, I really do, but I don't think it's going to be possible. They're just going to have to use PlayStation Now. But if it is possible, they're going to have to do something with the emulation. That's what they're going to have to do for the PlayStation 3 because they had a different archetype. But some things that we already know is that the PlayStation 5 next gen console will be compatible with the current PlayStation VR hardware. And apparently they're going to be another PlayStation VR 2 coming pretty soon after the release date, which probably, I believe the PlayStation VR is going to come out 2021 or 2022, 2023 at the latest, but I believe it's going to release before that. And I don't know what Sony's going to do. I don't know if the PlayStation 5 is going to be backwards compatible, but apparently Last of Us 2 is going to come out before the PlayStation 5. That's already been confirmed. Ghost of Tsushima is coming out before the PlayStation 5. I believe that's coming out summer of 2020. And I forgot the other game. I forgot the other game. But I know Godfall or whatever it's called is going to be a PlayStation 5 launch title. So if people already get Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima before the PlayStation 5, it has to be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 5. Like the PS4 titles, it has to, because it would be it's no sense of people buying both copies. Literally, there's no. I mean, I did that with Last of Us Remastered, but it is what it is. But there's really no point. If that's the case, you might as well just make Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima just PlayStation 5 launch titles. To be honest, it would have been epic if they would have did that. But I think they know that a lot of people are not going to be getting the PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X the first year that it come out. Majority of the people get the new generation consoles probably like a year or two later. For me, I got the PlayStation 3 in 2008, so 2 years later. Xbox 360 2 years later in 2007. And PlayStation 4 release date, we got that when it released from Amazon. And then with the Xbox One, I think, when did Black Ops 3 come out? 2015. So I got the Xbox One in 2015. So yeah, about a year or two later, that's when majority of the people get the new next gen consoles. And the PlayStation 5 specs are looking interesting. They have an 8-core AMD chipset based on a 3rd generation Ryzen architecture. That's going to be amazing. And the SSD, apparently, Sony haven't really been talking about the SSD, but it will eliminate loading times on different games. Well, majority of the games. That's going to be good for next generation, y'all. I'm telling you this right now because not a lot of people look at the loading screen. Come on. Once the loading screen come out, you either looking at your phone or you doing something else. Like, come on, let's be honest. They're going to have 3D audio and 8K. This is right here. This is what people always get wrong for some odd reason. I don't know why. They're not saying 8K is going to... They're not saying that it's going to be 8K support. It's going to be 8K upscaling. So if you have an 8K TV... then the graphics will upscale to 8K resolution. It's not going to be fully 8K resolution. It's just going to be upscaling. That's why, I don't know why people get that confusing, to be honest. But it will be 4K automatically once you get the game console out the box. But they also going to have ray tracing on PlayStation 5. That's going to be huge too. And now with the controller design is slightly chunky. It has a built-in mic, larger triggers, no light bar, and smaller sticks. And it also seems that the DualShock 4 micro USB port has been replaced by the smaller USB Type-C port, which is placed on the top rather than the bottom of the controller. So I have a whole bunch of USB Type-C cords laying around in my house simply because the Galaxies and the Nintendo Switch. So I will be alright with that. And I believe since we get a USB Type-C, then the battery should literally stay on for a while like the PlayStation 3 controller did. Because the PlayStation 3 controller, for me, when the thing was blinking and it was on a low battery with no bars or whatever, it literally stayed on for probably like 2 more days. With the PlayStation 4, it literally dies that same day that it says like the controller is low. But that's all I have for you guys right now. More rumors are going to be coming out for the next gen consoles. I just want to discuss to you guys about the PlayStation 5 because I always wanted to do this video. I don't know what console I'm going to get yet. I'm leaning towards the PlayStation 5 because I've always been with PlayStation. But before that, I always was with Nintendo. But we have all the game consoles, so it really don't even matter. But the key factor for which console I get, it literally going to be a big factor is backwards compatibility. That's all I'm looking for. If I could play any of my games, any PlayStation 2, any PlayStation 3, any PlayStation 4 games through disc or digital, then that will be the console I will be getting. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your Christmas. I will upload this tomorrow. Oh my god, I can't even speak. December 24th. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your Hanukkah. Enjoy your Kwanzaa. Whatever you celebrate, just be happy and enjoy today's video and enjoy your day. And with this iKennyHD, catch you guys in the next video.